Machu Picchu. You probably came to Peru from Machu Picchu, one of the modern wonders of the world. You won't be disappointed. Amazing Incan stonework and engineering put together without using mortar has survived for centuries, withstanding multiple earthquakes and the millions of visitors who come to Machu Picchu each year. Llamas. Many of the groundskeepers at Machu Picchu are llamas. They are allowed free range of the ancient city, which means they might walk right past you on the path. El Malican. The oceanfront in Lima's Miraflores neighborhood includes a string of parks collectively called El Malican. Here you can promenade, admire the gardens, gape at the vast expanse of turquoise water speckled with surfers, or run off the side of the cliff and take in the colorful views from a paraglider. Park del Amor. At the southern part of Lima's El Malican, the Park del Amor pops with brightly colored flowers and sculptures. The mosaic decorations were partly inspired by Antoni Gaudi's Park Güell in Barcelona, and feature spiraling quotes from romantic poetry. Archbishop's Palace. For an eyeful of Baroque architecture featuring the intricately carved closed balconies that are a hallmark of Lima's El Centro neighborhood, head to the Plaza de Armas, where you will find the Governor's Palace, the Cathedral, and the exuberant Archbishop's Palace. Plaza San Martin. If you think the light in Lima's all-white Plaza San Martin can't get any more ethereally beautiful, wait 5 minutes, and keep your camera handy. Museo Rafael Lorca. Beyond the riot of bougainvillea and other plants in the garden of the Museo Rafael Lorca lies an equally stunning collection of pre-Columbian masterpieces, including impressive ensembles made with real gold. A collection of erotic pottery occupies its own private set of rooms off the garden. Unlike all but a handful of other museums in the world, the Lorca displays everything it owns, and the rooms housing shelves of ceramics arranged by type and subject, so you might find an entire row of swan jugs, for example, will prompt outrageous flights of imagination. Plaza de Armas. 11,000 feet up in the Andes, Cusco is breathtaking in more ways than one. Coca and, even better, Munati can help with the altitude, but when it comes to handling the overwhelming beauty of the Plaza de Armas, you're on your own. The Plaza de Armas in Cusco is as beautiful at night as it is by day, with the bowl of the city rising up in the background and twinkling with lights. Houses in the countryside. In Peru, mainly outside the big cities, residents can make money by allowing political candidates and organizations to paint slogans on their home and business walls. Most don't bother repainting until the next election, so a drive through small towns and countryside is a lesson in local and national political history. Julia Coffee Farm. Agricultural tourism is gaining in popularity in Peru. One excellent way to get to see a real working farm is on a multi-day excursion from Cusco to Machu Picchu organized by the Coco Museo, which includes an overnight stay on a coffee plantation. Chocolate Farm. On an idyllic cocoa plantation in the Sacred Valley, the owners had built their own private chapel. You can visit this paradise on the Coco Museo tour from Cusco to Machu Picchu. Aguas Calientes. When the train rolls into Aguas Calientes, it rolls into Aguas Calientes. The town at the base of Machu Picchu has grown so haphazardly that shops, hotels, and restaurants now border the rail lines. Parque de la Papa. Potato Park. At the Parque de la Papa, Potato Park, celebrating Peru's most important gastronomic gift to the world, local farmers and workers conduct informative tours in colorful traditional dress. Plaza de Armas. Colonnades in Arequipa's Plaza de Armas are a great place to get some shade on a hot sunny day. Yanahuara District. Buildings in Arequipa are made of white silverstone, which comes from the surrounding volcanic mountains. This ubiquitous construction material gave Arequipa its nickname, the White City, and nowhere is the city more pearlescent than in the Yanahuara district. Paradoxically, the word Yanahuara itself translates loosely to black underpants, Laguna Salinas. On land, they're called dirt devils, on water they are waterspouts. Here at the Laguna Salinas high in the mountains outside Arequipa, a passing whirlwind is filled instead with salt during the rainy season, from December to June. This great salt lake attracts flocks of migrating birds, including 3 species of flamingo at all times of the year. Visitors are likely to glimpse alpacas, llamas, and even skittish vicuñas. Llamas at sunset. Sunset in the mountains outside Arequipa, time for the llamas to go home and put on their pajamas. Monasterio de Santa Catalina, the most spectacular site in Arequipa, and one of the most spectacular in all of Peru. The Monasterio de Santa Catalina is a warren of streets and 1 or 2 room cells that has been home to Dominican nuns since 1579. Since the 1960s, the dwindling order has been housed in more up-to-date buildings on the premises, and the sprawling streets, cloisters, plazas, communal rooms, and private cells have been open to tourists. It's easy to spend half a day or longer exploring the many terracotta red, cornflower blue, and snow white spaces, including the Plaza Sakota Bar,